I'm a scat man. I'm a scat man. Where's the scat man?
DJ Cover Fun.
Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. The scat man can do it, so can you. Everybody's saying that the scat man stutters but doesn't never stutter when he sings. But what you don't know, I'm gonna tell you right now that the stutter and the scat is the same thing. Yo, I'm the scat man.
Well done.
Where's the scat man? I'm the scat man. I'm the scat I should would be pleasing any politician heathens who would try to chase the things that they could. The state of the condition insults my intuition that it only makes me crazy and hard like wood. Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, don't let nothing hold you back. If the scat man can do it, brother, so can you. I'm the scat man. Where's the scat man? I'm the scat man. Scat man. Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If the scat man can do it, so can you. I hear you all ask about the meaning of scat. Well, I'm the professor, and all I can tell you is why you're still sleeping and staying still, reading things you call dead, haven't yet had the chance to be born. Where's the scat man?
I'm going to tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life, that there are no guarantees. Yeah.
Flamenco.
Lambada.
Hip hop is harder. We moonwalk the foxtrot. Then polka the salsa. Shake it, shake it, shake it. I got shake it, shake it, shake it. I got
Sing along with me. It's a Scooby-Doo melody. I'm the scat man. Where's the scat man?
Flawless victory.
And hello everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Cat Monarch, and once more, Yugioh Masochist. Oh right, I had to change it over, so that should capture it again. Indeed it does. One sec. Yeah, been loaded up for a minute. Right, now the only thing I can possibly see an issue with... No, that's loading. Okay, is... I've got chat on the bottom of the screen. But... yeah... it won't update. Can I pop it into the Chrome tab? Or do I need it like that? How do I get this to update? This looks so bastardized. If I type in chat, does it scroll up? No. Doesn't look like it. Like, the source is there. Does it need to be over the screen capture? No. That was the right one. Just how many messages? It's not sending. Is something wrong? Something seems to be wrong. Nope. Okay, nothing's wrong. It's just... okay, how... okay, but what layouts do I have? That one. Come on, can I put it like over there? Does that help any? Kind of. Chat's still massive. What if I... oh, this is so weird. Okay. Chat's a reasonable size. Oh, geez. No, it's not. Pain. It's alright, we're already in Platinum. I can spend 5 minutes fooling around trying to get this to look decent. Transform. Edit transform. It's not the one I'm trying to transform. This one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Transform. Edit transform. So what if we just set these to 0 for a minute? And then just moved it around. That puts it back to this one. Okay. Now, that's not a bad way for chat to be. It's just too visible, but I don't know how to change that at the default at the moment. Right, so edit transform. We do want to cut from the top. But I want it to... so, if I shrink it just a little bit, and then I cut from the top, what happened then? Okay. And what does it look like at the bottom? And then we just shrink it down a bit. How much am I wanting to shrink this? Let's pop it down to like 18. How much is that? That's way too big. Right, what about 16? 14. Oh, that's just the box size. I'd probably have that down at like a few hundred. So 350? That's not 350, that's 3,000. This is the smoothest setup anyone has ever seen for a game, and I will not take any criticism over it. Bounding box size for the top of it, let's just drop that by... yeah, okay, so it doesn't need to be much different. Make it 900. Yeah. So that's fine, right? What if we made it 320? That looks better. Do we need to see the opponent's name? I don't know. Alignment, rotation, size, scale, center, bounding box size. So that is the height. What if we made that 600? No, that's way too small. 800. It's better. And we change that down to 300. So, how readable is that? That's the other thing. I'm doing all this not looking at the stream. It's legible. There's also a border, like, there's a gap on the right. So I need to... Come on. I want you to be squished against the edge. So, unless I need to change that to, like, 290 or something. Yeah, I think that's it. The opponent's name isn't too important, but I guess that's fine. So that's that. And then we want to crop the bottom up by, like, I don't know, 200. Crop it by, like, maybe 500. Yeah, small chat box, cool. So, like, up there, I think that's the correct kind of positioning. I'm only going to find out when I get in a duel, but, okay, and so does this update in real time? Right. Well, okay, let's try a different one. That didn't post. Why didn't that post? Key slot. Posting that, but do I need to highlight over it for it to update on the stream? Oh no, that's appearing, but it's... Yeah, it's too far down. I guess big chat box. Yeah. And how much are we... I guess we can crop more from the top. That's less important. Yeah, 200 and... Okay, 180 or something? I don't know. Yeah, that's good enough. Now, that does impact on the graveyard and everything. I'm pretty sure it does anyway. I'm so confused with how I'm trying to get this to fucking line up. It's infuriating just a little bit. And then we want this one in the main window. Sorry, that needs to be down at the side, enough so that I can read it. I can hide the chat on my main, collapse it, and hopefully, if I just type in anything, it updates, right? Okay, that updates, but does it update while I'm just, like, playing the game? Who knows? I don't, and that's why I'm streaming, apparently. Close. I guess those edits are going to have to be fine. Do you guys need to see my graveyard that badly? Which, wait. Okay, I'm so confused. So, okay, I need to just be in the group one at all times. With that up. Okay. Messy intro aside, welcome back. We're playing Duel, we're playing the Masochist challenge, and let me just move the... Okay, there we go. I can now see the timer that we've been going on for. Stats from the end... Oh yeah, stats. I have a little button. Yeah, this is session 99. And as it says up in the corner, I'm pretty sure that was all up to date. 512, 551, 5... Yeah, that's all good. It's all up to date. You'd love to see it. But, yeah. And our current proficiency, I think... Oh, right. We have to win a duel with less than 2,000 life points 5 times. So normally you'd just do something like play Dynamorphia. We don't have that luxury. If we're winning a duel with that fewer life points, it is definitely not intentional. This is the current idea of what we're playing. Just Generator with good stuff, which is a lot more good stuff than Generator, but hey, Generator is a 1-card deck. You get the field spell, you get a significant advantage. Actually, related cards. We do have we do have 3 copies of Boss Room, which I'm tempted to start playing, because we do have more and more generators. But on the other hand, it's the card you play at 1 in Constructed, if you play it. A lot of people don't particularly like it, because I believe you can just hit this with Ash Blossom, and then because that negates this effect, whatever they were trying to do to your regular generator plays basically just goes through. With Ash Blossom being as prevalent as it is, and the fact that this could also be hit by Ghost Ogre if you flip it up preemptively, you know, there's a few ways to hit it. Also just MST Cosmic, whatever hits, you know, the fields. Basically everything that hits boss stage also hits this. But I think if we get more generator names, we play it. At the moment, that's not happening. If you join the stream and look at the chat and wonder why it's weird, I'm just, you know, finagling a setup. Can I delete my own messages? I don't think I can. Oh, wait, that's because I'm not modding that one. Yeah, okay. Well, as far as hands go, it's not the worst. We've got Fenrir, and we've got Magnamut, which gets us to Ogre. It does actually get us to Ogre. So, yeah, it's not a powerful board by any means, but it's got follow-up. Like, a Dart goes into the graveyard, we can banish it, we can then, you know, search for the other Bestial in the end phase, or we can search for Phantasme, depending. And we have Destrudo in hand, so that gives us Yazi access. Also, Swords of Concealing Light, you know, sometimes just works. It's not a bad card by any means. We're trying to avoid playing bad cards. We have enough of them that we can actually just play good cards. I know some people are a bit confused, like Naglfar is not a particularly great generator card, but hey, it's a 3100 beat stick. And it's Destruction Protection. That'll do. Honestly, I love another level 9 name. The only reason we don't play Divulgus is because it's like, well, should we? Probably not. Like, every generator we're including is, in some way, I guess they just couldn't beat a Fenrir with that particular hand. I'm pretty sure whatever deck they're on, they can probably play through a Fenrir. But we find out. Memento. Yeah, they can 100% play through a Fenrir, right? I'm a little confused. But that is a win. Unfortunately, we didn't halve our life points twice, so it doesn't count towards the victories for our condition, but I guess there's that. Let's open up some legacy tickets at a really early point in the stream, really. Spinos. Sunfish. Nope. Lame Ogre, no. We keep on getting this guy. That's a kind of a kaiju, but we don't have enough Predaplant stuff, I don't think. And that's Cyburst things. Yeah. So yeah, none of that is being played. But, you know, it's always all good to pull, isn't it? Right. Let's open this, but just 1 second. I have to check something. was correct, but someone else got to it. Okay, right. First pack of the stream, it could be just about anything. I didn't even see if this one's glowing, but that's a Steel Swarm card, so we can stop reading there. That's a Magic Key card that we already have a few of. Not the worst of equip spells. Part of the plant pile, and we need the rest of the plant pile. Mecha Phantom Beast support, and yeah, that's not a particularly great one. Gradle Slime, Growl are probably the best individual pulls, possibly the Magic Key Unlocking. Magic Key Ritual or Magic Key in general, special summon from the extra deck. That probably requires a bit much to get working. I think we have a Magic Key Fusion, if I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Mature Chronicle. That is more Yugioh support. But we don't really have enough to get that going, do we? It turbos us into Yugioh, kind of, but it's not like we have a consistent way to get them on the field, which is what it counts. That's a Super Heavy Samurai worth having. That's neat. Acid Trap Hole's not terrible. Can't be normal summon set. Must be special summon by sending a cubic monster you control to the grave, gains 1,000. It needs to destroy a monster by battle. We have found the problem. And then the other issue is that it needs to target 2. It can target less than 2, but you kind of want to target 2, you know, V-Jam in grave after you use it. So, you know, there's issues. I mean, if you squint... How do we stop our opponent from normal summoning? It's a 2-card combo. It's not worth it. It's not worth trying to figure out. Alright. Cards that are, I guess, aptly fitting for the amount of effort we put into that win, you know? So on with the next duel. Let's see if we can get something that's, like, a little different. If it's like this up to master, like, I would not complain. No, I would complain, 100%. It'd be nice to actually, like, earn the way to it. I wouldn't complain if it was just like this until, like, Platinum 3 or something like that. We just open a ton of packs, but, okay. So we have one hand trap that counts on them being a deck that uses Link monsters. And if we summon that hand trap, we then turn off 3 cards in our hand. Yeah. Nothing wrong with this hand. Okay, so they will probably Link summon. But we kind of have to weigh up them... We kind of have to weigh up the Link summon versus, like, everything else. Because we have an Ogre, we have a Border, and we have a Time Lord. But yeah, they're just all incompatible with each other. Because you special, like... This needs you to control none, this needs you to control none, and this needs you to control none to normal summon it, which is where it gains its value. Setting this is, you know, pretty pointless as far as things are concerned. So yeah, here's the thing. They will Link summon. But, I just don't know where we go from there. Can I not do something with my own message? Seriously, though. Oh, I can clear the chat. I might do that. But first... I get a Phantasme. Sweet. One hand trap. I'm gonna hope it was worth it. You know, those are not particularly bad. I think the worst one in this case is Camion. Because if they clear this, then we can get Ogre on field, which doesn't, like, stop the generator stuff. Or, if they clear this, we can, just put up border for giggles. But I don't think that's worth it. I think it is probably Ogre into Lopter if they clear the Phantasme. Although at the moment they're doing like full Blue Eyes things and we're not really going to be able to stop them. So, there's that. Like, this is going to continue for a while, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they've already activated that effect, though. Wait, did you already use this? You haven't used this, right? No. So if they special summon another Blue Eyes, they can actually get the Maiden out. But they don't seem to be looking to do that. They're just making Tyrant Burst currently. There's no Trap in the Grave. So, did something here... Oh, yeah, right, the Link Monster. The Link Monster, of course. That's what does it. And here comes the level 1 tuner. Right, so in theory they get a Synchro 9. They could just leave things on the board, but I think they're going to Synchro 9. The only issue for them is... what issue? Oh, what are you doing? Okay, so you're special summoning a level 1 Light Tuner from Grave. Fine. That still gives you a Synchro 9, but you're still missing the second one. No, you're putting Blue Eyes on the field. To get another Blue Eyes on the field. We're looking at triple Blue Eyes. I'm scared. Then you can... Okay, so they really wanted to get rid of this. Oh, no. Oh, they've made Magia. Fuck. On the plus side, there isn't one. Heal once per chain. It's not even once per chain. We have a sticky situation. This can't hit over anything. We can't tribute it. We can't link or synchro with it in any meaningful way. You know, I know when I'm beat. This is a case when I am beat. Magia does just kind of solo. I was expecting them fully to set the fusion spell and then have it live on my turn, shuffle things back from the field, and just pop 3 cards. Because that would have been devastating, especially since it's via spell effect, so even, like, you know, Inspector Border wouldn't have even stopped it had he been on field. So, there's that. I guess this is karma for last stream, is it? Although, my hand is looking kind of decent. 60 card, 15 extra. Fusion deployment. And it is, in fact, branded. You'd love to see it. They can't have that many starters that it's just optimal to play 60. Like, you see these 60 card lists running around a lot, but it can't be optimal. Right, and there's Sanctifier. Am I getting locked? Where's Branded Expulsion at in this game? If I can't see it, I believe it's banned. It's banned. You haven't put anything that scares me. Which kind of, in virtue of, like, you know, just by virtue of that, does kind of scare me. So, let's put a Clockwork Knight as the first thing. Change everything to machine. Your body is a machine. Change this. Face down defense. You can still fusion summon with it. It's just battle positions can't be changed. And it's no longer face up to use its effect. And the thing is, if you do that, your monster will be face down immediately, so you won't actually be able to fusion summon with it because of the chain links. So what do you give yourself, and what do you give me? The fact that they give me a monster is annoying. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, especially as it's in defense position. So, what now? Do we make a link monster out of it? Because we can. Or we could just leave it on our side of the field. That is another option. I'm kind of good with that. They can't flip things up until they get rid of it. We've got punishment face down. We don't necessarily need the extra deck. This guy's on 23. What have we got in the extra deck for punishment again? We don't have a double pop. We're not crazy. But we do have a negate. Alright, excuse me. Oh, these are machines. Does that... I don't think that changes it up. It's based on names, isn't it? That's the important bit. Well, what are you summoning with? You can't summon with the face down because you don't know what it is. So what are you... They're really putting some time into this. I think the punishment goes kind of hard. 23... 26. So yeah, it's those two. Which makes Granguignol. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I kind of have to let that go through, I think. 6 or higher light or dark monsters from your extra deck to the grave. From your deck or extra deck to the grave. Like, we want to save our punishment so we do get, like, a good value from it. Is this quick effect? It's quick effect in the grave. So I guess we just leave this. No, that's fine. At the end of the battle phase, return as many monsters to the hand, inflict 300. So I could put a couple of monsters back in the extra deck, but I think they like that, because it just adds to their recursion. If a fusion monster was sent to your graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah. What have they got in Battle Step? That's really shitty. Fuck you, my guy. I mean, it clears the field for me, but I don't want the field cleared in that way. Add this card to your hand. Okay. Right. So, punishment is completely the correct thing. Oh wait, that's special... Right. That would have been a good time to do it. Okay. Mistakes were made. Where is your, like... would you send this one? Why did you send the Golden Sword Soul to the grave? I do not understand. Do we bother? No. If a monster is special summoned by your opponent's activated monster effect, you can banish this card from your field or grave. So, I kinda don't want to put it in the grave. Long special summoned. I do kind of want to hit on damage though. Right. Top 5. Branded Fusion is a 12. Let's hit one of them. Foolish, Albion, Serenade, Deployment, try. What's this one? If this card is in your hand or grave, you can send it Albaz or branded spell trap your hand or deck to the grave. Oh jeez, that's bad. Like, they're both terrible to give them. But I'll banish the Foolish because that's just from the deck. That's 1300. Do we have anything else? I think we just passed turn. This has one more turn on it. Not that it's relevant anymore, I was just using it to clear the field. Speaking of clear, can I just, like, copy this message? Just in case. Control C. Clear the chat. Mod. Oh, okay, so it is. Right. And what does that look like on stream, I guess? Oh, it shows my view of it. That's weird. Yeah. It makes sense, but it is weird. Right. Droplet. Opening. Albaz. Saranir. Sark. I think it's just opening, right? None of these other cards are particularly, like, limited or anything. Opening gets them to things and is good. No. Do you want to declare an effect, though? We want to get rid of this one, I think. Oh no, I needed to get rid of this. It's always a Dogmatica and a Despia. So, Aggregator. They get a Fusion Summon. They don't get a Fusion Summon. Hello, Turtle. And yeah, we do this. Like, it was sent to the grave. It's the whole purpose of it. How do? And does the chat look strange to you? On stream it looks very strange, I'd bet. We're doing Duel Masochist, but you know, it's just a little different. It's still the same, I guess. The more things change, the more things stay the same. Right, 5 cards. Let's see them. Droplet, Albaz, Saranir. I've got to get rid of Albaz, right? Like, I don't like them having Droplet, but I have to get rid of Albaz. What is different? I mean, not loads. Like, we got Dynamicious last stream, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, like, we got Dynamicious some time ago. We got, oh yeah, we got a boss fight kind of recently. Oh yeah, I can turn that off. I don't need it on such a high impact chain. Can they fuse with face down banish? No, no they can't. Because they... I don't think they can. We'll go with this one, because that's probably imperm. It was Droplet, but still a good choice. Birth. Okay. I like that. Face down fuse is weird. Yeah, it would be. But as far as I know, they can't do it, so I'm not worried about it. We're playing Ogre Control, apparently. 5 cards. If we hit Branded Fusion, we just win. So we always choose 5 cards. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send a Bestial or a Branded Spell Trap. That does that. That's a banish. So I think I just want to banish Branded Lost, I guess. I don't really know. End turn. Now if they activate a spell card, I also get a banish card from their graveyard. It just gets worse and worse for them. Although, what does this do? When a spell trap monster effect then... Nope. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target a branded spell trap in your graveyard, except Retribution. They do not have a branded spell trap in grave, except Retribution. Okay, that's fine. Ah, but they now activated a spell card. Spell card and a monster effect. Same type, then apply. They're discarding it. That's the wrong choice. That's a... okay. But it doesn't summon. That's so weird. They have a target for this now. Target one branded spell trap in your grave. Yeah, they have one target for this. Banish this card, special summon one monster from your hand or grave. So, yeah, we can now do this to banish from the top of their deck. And then we do this to target 3 cards in the grave and banish. Right, so they were activating... What did you do? Light Spellcaster from your hand or grave. You? What else are we looking at? You. And... I think just Albaz, right? It's just those 3. And that kind of cuts them off of pretty much everything, I think. They have no light spellcasters to summon. You banish the top 5 cards of their deck. Yeah, they really don't. And that's Thrust, Dragon, Magna. What are the odds they can draw a card this turn? Pretty low. Banish this. Just completely remove the engine from their deck. Do they have a light spellcaster in grave? They do. It's Grand Guignol. Ah. There's Branded Fusion, yeah. But I wasn't ever stopping it this turn. This is possibly kind of rough. Not possibly, it's very rough. We did our best, though. What do they have banish face down? Like, so many cards, right? I don't even know what half of them are. Because I'd have to check the logs. Yep, there's another Outlaws. The question is, am I dead this turn? If I'm not dead this turn, there's a chance I can use Birth. Can this card attack? This card can. It's the other one that can't. There's Mirror Jade. Banish one monster on the field, cannot use this effect. Okay. You know, Metaion is a hell of a clear right here. Just saying. How much attack you got on board? 77. That is very nearly enough. They do just need 300. Do you think they can find 300 damage? Oh, and that chat is actually kind of decently positioned. It's updating. Huh, neat. I have to fiddle around with it, but I think it seems we found a way to put chat on stream. I just need to go with this layout every time, I guess. They thinking. They're not sure what they're grabbing. Branded in white. Oh yeah, that'll do it, won't it? You just need 300. I'm pretty sure that gets you more than 300. They didn't get it. Oh, it shows you the little sub-steps. Hell yeah. So they don't have a negate. Do they? Am I about to find out they have a negate? Special summon it, then you can. Oh, that's fine. Now, I currently don't see an issue. They actually used this effect to banish him. And then, because they used an effect to banish him, we can just bring him back. We can hit in for, like, most of their life. Yeah. If they don't stop the Time Lord and a cached hero attack, which they really have to, they lose. They've kind of got the engine online. But this is like, yeah, this is your... The battle phase is your last chance to look at me. Okay, so they're doing the fusion. Or maybe not. I think we put this in defense on the field. Just because he got unaffected. Oh. So it's like that, is it? We just have game. Yeah. We did our best. It was enough. Just barely. Out of curiosity, what kind of ratios are they running in that? Right, what cards did I banish and did they matter? 1, which was a 1 of. 1 which was a 3 of. 1 which was a 2 of. One of these. What else did we hit? We hit the Foolish, which was a 1 of course. We hit 1 or 2 Albaz, but they had the 3rd, which I think is just correct. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like much of the stuff that we banished face down mattered. Oh well. Maybe it did not matter, but it did win us the game. Oh wait, that's actually 1 towards the proficiency, right? Yeah, let's go. We're never really trying for those properly, so anytime we get one is a small win. Because it puts us closer to another 5 legacy tickets. Speaking of legacy tickets, wow. You know? Cave Dragon, Lightning Punisher, Chain Link, no. Crashbug, Needle Sunfish, and Warrior of Zera. Okay, those aren't exactly the best of cards. To an extent, every normal monster is worth looking at because we have a rescue rabbit, and there must be a critical amount of, like, there must be John Normal Monster that goes into, like, several different XEs just because. Ojama. Ooh, hold on. Hand or grave. So we need to draw this first, which is a problem. But that does give us, like, Psyframes. That's a pretty good card. I don't know if that just goes second. Ritual Cage and Dead Heat. Huh. These two are pretty good pulls. Danger Thunderbird is just a danger, and then Multi-Threader is something that turns on every Psyframe we have. Which is not loads, but it's some. Realistically, we would want a driver. But you can't have everything, as is evidenced by this challenge. I think this card can only be used as Synchrons, right? Yeah. Zombie Power Struggle. That's not the worst. Like, possibly just goes in the Vampire deck, which we're probably never playing again unless we get, like, a radical amount of pulls. If opponent negates the normal or special summon of a monster or the activation of a card or effect. It's not a great card. Like, it's a thing that people have constantly tried to fool around with and break. I just don't think it's ever actually ended up happening from memory. Like, if memory serves, you know. Okay. Well, those are a couple more pulls, you know. Brings us closer to owning the entire card pool. Never gonna happen. I guess that's a weird thing to think about. Is it more likely that you finish Master Duel Masochist, or that you own most of the card pool? Like, how much of the card pool do you reckon you would have to own before you win Masochist? What percentage of normals, of rares, ultras and supers? I think it's Time Lord Metaverse, isn't it? It's not the best play. You don't really understand Time Lords, do you? So, do you think they're possibly on Thundra? Which one is this? Yeah. Right, so we gotta do this now. If they have Ash for it, they have Ash for it. If they have Ash for boss stage, they have Ash for boss stage. It's really annoying that they actually did that on their turn. That will kind of do it, though. Congratulations, you added a card from deck to hand and you drew a card. So, yeah, you've done it. Although I guess you could still very much just have Ash Blossom. You do not. Right. Summon tokens. Let's go. It's not Nibiru range. I don't know what you're thinking about, and I don't know why I don't have a chance to respond at the end of the effect. I'm a little confused. Unless I have a trigger. What trigger could you have for tokens being summoned? Add Thunder Dragon Dark from your deck to hand. I guess they're scared of me getting into Ha. But I'm not honestly thinking about Ha. Partially because he's in hand, but also just because, like, this turns off the Horus part of the deck. And that'll do. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Sure. If you really think the field spell is that worth it, be my guest. I will not stop you. Now what? He's reading. Do we know their entire hand? I mean, yeah. We just go for it, right? If we're wrong, it's like, we kind of had to. This just puts level 8s on their field for no cost. Yeah, there's the second one. So we couldn't have done anything about it, but the thing is, what do we do? Let them get these guys on the field in the first place? Dumb as hell play. And the question is, what do you hit? Okay, they're sending that. That's their once per turn. Oh, but it doesn't redeclare, so they're leaving the time. Okay. They've read Time Lords. But for some reason they just panicked when they saw the first one. I don't know. What hurts? Ooh. Oh, those are some good cards. Nice. Man. Losses. Who the hell needs to draw cards? Not me. There's Titan. Ooh, okay. That is going to be Titan. I don't know what they have in hand. If they have a dark in hand... No. Double losses. What's better than 1? 2. I don't really get it, but... You do you. What do I have on the 9s pool again? SP. I mean... Yeah? Like... I think I'm pretty good here. You put a Cash Terror monster in my grave. I don't need to activate its effects or do anything. I'm just going to attack. Clear the SP. Deal some damage. $1,200. Sure, go for it. To your opponent's hand. So it is very specifically one-sided. Yeah, they were really hoping I did it. Main 2. Right, so what do we have on the 9s? We have those 2. We have Valor Engrave. We know what their hand is. We probably would just want to send off this. And then we could do Valor. Special summon for... I think we want to pick from the grave. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Quick effect. Target one effect monster you control one. Yeah, okay. Right, so if this card is XC summoned, you can send monsters from your extra deck to the grave. You can target monsters. If this card is sent to the grave, your opponents cannot... Oh, right. Yeah, I did this slightly wrong. I think I did this slightly wrong. So, target level 9 in your grave. So we want to detach this. Just put it online. Oh right, I can get SP from their fucking graveyard. I could get Imseti from their fucking graveyard. Right. What's better? In this scenario, I can make a Link 4 if I get the SP. Or I can steal their Imseti. It's definitely the SP. And then, yeah, we just Zeraboros. Like, they can send it to the graveyard, but if they special summon to one of those zones, we just banish the field. No, I normally have a special... Okay, right, I remember why that's bad. I'm going to rely on them to not read this. The big monster that I just thought about very heavily in summoning. I mean, they can still just, like, special summon this Horus, get it to banish the field, and then get the other one, I guess. They can just summon to these other two zones, which it looks like they're going to do. Yeah, and it's the field spell effect. Not field. If your Horus monster battles and Horus monster... Yeah. Sucks, bro, but what else are you going to do? At least they don't get a replay. I guess they just want to slow the game down. I don't know. We've still got Ogre in Grave. We've still got Valor in Grave. Which I think is fine. We've got a Monster Negate. If they condense those into an Xyz, which looks like they're doing. Sanafond. Yeah, that's fine. And nice and easy. We can now special summon from the graveyards again. Banish a card from deck. What are you banishing? We ran into Thunder Dragon, I feel like, twice, and it's been a rather back and forth matchup both times. Hello, Unsolved Mysteries. Welcome. How are you doing? My opponent is doing Thundra plays, and I have little in the way of Generator, but I could get another field spell. There is a chance. They're also on just a big beat stick of a guy, who I need to find a way to out really badly. Yeah, we're doing okay. We need to get rid of King Sark, and I am struggling to think of a way that we can do it. Masquerena. Alright. Masquerena for Appaloosa. Single tribute. Yeah. It's not banished. Contact fuse. Double losses. Or sent from the field to the graveyard. Gets you a fusion. Okay. So it seems you're just getting more material so that you can link summon into something impactful, I guess. Is it Titan? It is finally Titan. But they also aren't going to activate a Thunder Dragon effect, like just ever, right now. Olinoids is not the one card that gets... Oh, it's actually kind of close. Effect... We can get Ogre on the field. Now, you have an IP. You can, in fact, link summon. Okay. Now we can stay in the main phase. Just see what they actually do end up link summoning. Underworld Goddess. Continue your main phase. Once per turn, when your opponent activates an effect and special summons a monster from the graveyard, you can negate the activation. That's kind of crazy. We gotta wait until the next turn to out it. Like, we're good for the moment. Right. No more. Unless you just drew another one, in which case you simply wanted it more, and, you know... I can just be mad, you know? If you just draw another one... To be fair, they only need to put, like, 24 on board. Can they put 24 on board, you think? I'm hoping not. What do you add? Discard this card, add a Thunder Dragon that's banished from your graveyard. Special summon. How much attack do you... Oh, they have it. That also just does it, I guess, yeah. Sure. Well, fine. You got it when you got it. What should I have done? Should I have gone into her? I would have done the same. It just would have put another monster in their graveyard. So probably not. At least I don't think that would have been the right decision, but I could be wrong. Phone blowing up with Discord. We don't get to choose. And... yeah. We don't get to choose, and they are taking their time about it. Yeah, okay. No response. That'll do it. Next game. We didn't feel like it, you know? Konami trying to give us a helping hand. They want us to finish this challenge soon. So they're giving us an opponent we can beat. But they don't want it to be a free win. So we're going second. The hand's not terrible. Don't get me wrong, that's better, but, like, it ain't bad. Into the Void. FTK hours? It's fucking FTK out. Oh. Abystial doesn't do it, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Abystial just doesn't fucking do it. Come on, it can't be that you just have it. Surely. You've got one set card. How many copies? Trap Tricks. Destruct Potion. Mystic Walk. They have 9 cards. It's pretty fucking likely. I need to tribute another. If I had 2 Bestials, I could possibly do this. Yeah, if I had 2 Bestials, I would get this, right? But as it is, the one doesn't do it. I need Magnum Up. Because this needs to tribute another. Come on. Why is this still around? It's not good, but, like, come on. Can we just not have it? Fucking Christ. The thing is, we go first against that and we win. We literally just normal summon Condemned Maiden, Forbidden Chalice. They scoop because they're an FTK bot. I hate the fact that it just still exists. It's not good. It's a free win if you go first, and it's a free loss if you go second. I just dislike it. Yeah, they give us a real challenge. Draw the exact 2-card counter you have in your deck, or lose. I don't know if I've given Elden Ring Night Rain update in a while. We have but the Everdark Sovereigns and the final boss to beat. So we're pretty far on into it. If this is actually Malice, the hand still ain't bad. We're going to normal summon Lopter. We're going to set a card. Pass to you. Punishment is just, you know, fine. That indeed looks to be Malice. Yep, that is a Malice card. We surely do this here, right? Impulse. Yeah, fucking sucks. Right. So they've got other Malice cards, right? But often, like, Imperm Dormouse does it. So what if we just, you know, Punishment? What if we just Punishment instead? Banish another Malice from your hand or grave, and if you do, special this. Okay. So, we targeted this one. They're still going to have this one. Its effects are all activated. So, I think we do just put the Wind Pegasus. And apparently that's it. You can beat Malice by just destroying the normal summon. I'll take that as an apology for the FTK bot, you know. That'll do it. Top tier meta threat owns Malice. Riziel who? You bell? Don't you mean losers to Inspector Order? Like, I could just start doing these all as, like, clickbait. For, like, just little snippets. I think it'd be rather funny. Hey, we got the Garnet. This is the brick. Book of Arts, Paralyzing Chain. Ooh. Okay, so now we have a burn card to combo with our mill card. I like that. I like that a lot. 2-card combo that costs your opponent both their life and their deck. Seems good. Seems real good to me. And the thing is, if your opponent's on, like, Tear or Light Sworn, then that just gets even better. Photon. Nope. Nope. These are not particularly great cards. This guy's fine, but we need a good fairy deck to use him. And a fairy deck with a lot of draw power. Because as good as these trades are, they're very expensive. We can't afford trading advantage too often because we struggle to recur it. Gladiator Taming. Well, it's a Gladiator Beast support. But that kind of also means that that's where we can stop reading. If a monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's monster effect. No, it's just... I don't think this has ever been good. It's like a pack filler card from, like, TCG, but, like, at the same time, like, it feels like it should do something. Like, I don't know at all. Enlightenment. That's an armed dragon support. If you special summon a level 5 or higher dragon, you can special this from hand. If summoned, you can make it become the same as a banished dragon, and if sent to the grave, it just gains 1,000. Yeah, this is very much like the armed dragon support, the armed dragon thunder. Hello, Mad Gaming Addict. Welcome. How you been? And those ones aren't great either. Giant Rex are probably the best of that pack. Right, I guess, yeah, nothing... It's going to be very little that changes up the deck in a significant manner. And at the moment, are we just yo-yoing? Yeah, we're yo-yoing between 1 win and 4 win, or, sorry, 3 and 4 wins to the next rank, so... That might just be how this stream goes. A yo-yo of win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. With the occasional double win or double loss to break it up. And speaking of... I mean, that is a hand. Do we even set a guy? I don't think we do. I think we just torrential Olenoids. And pass turn. If it is 6 Sam, it's not 6 Sam. Those are dinos. That is a Jirak monster. Okay. They are getting started very fast. I have set all of 2 cards, and they have started their combo. But do they have them now? They don't have them now, do they? Oh, yeah, I guess they do have them now. Alright, fair enough. Take it back. We still have to basically play around the fact that they're just going to have Misk. Every Dino deck always has Misk as rule of thumb. Yeah. We make them use the effect, right? You make them use the effect and then do it. There's an ultimate conductor. That is not what I want to see. Why do you have ultimate conductor there? Can you stop? What are you summoning out? Did you misplay? I think they misplayed. Shame Scoop, maybe. Because they still have a 3500 beat versus just all of 2 back row. Like, this is a winning position. From, like, face value. I don't know. They summoning. Just dodgy connection. It's Dino player. They press shiny button. Maybe. Oh no, okay, so that is correct. You want to send... Okay, so you send a high level. Yeah. Well, this goes insanely hard. Now what? Battle or card effect. Damn. Okay, nice. Condemned Witch. That... We can't really ask for better, honestly. Get Chalice. It's only 100, but it's 100, and we have Chalice now. So you best believe I'm going to go in and declare an attack for 100. It gets us into Lopter. Lopter will get us into... I think... I can't remember if Lopter's defense or not. Are you in defense position? Different name. I think we might just get Nidhogg. Maybe. I'm not sure. End of the main phase. We're doing it now just to get it off the field. Sweet. Lopter in defense position. End phase. You like to see it. And another Lopter. Okay, what do we do? What do we do here? We can get to a rank 9. How do we get to a rank 9? Okay, change to... We tribute Lopter. We do that now. Lopter gets us to anything. Which then allows us to use Valor to send the other Lopter to then special Valor to special Lopter. How much do they have? How much can we make? It's not game. It's not close. But I think this is... Yeah, I think we do this. Attack in. It is close. It's like 300 off. But I'd rather save it because, like, this would just be a Synchro 8, which doesn't actually make game. Like, it is slightly more damage to just keep this on the field. Yeah, 200 shot. Oh, I could have done it. Ooh, that's... Okay, that's annoying to realise. But it is A-okay. Set. We're good. We're fine. You banish when you leave the field at the moment, don't you? Yeah, we used its effect. So this is banished when it leaves the field. I don't know if there's a symbol for that, but, oh. No. Okay. Yes, we are doing... Yeah, we're doing this now. Yeah. We need to get into her. It's not particularly negotiable. There's Ultimate Conductor, which is currently fine. Like, yeah. It does hit over the Nidhogg. Right, yeah, that's what we have to negate, which I want to do with this. We do 1, we do 2. They probably do play Mist, they just haven't got it. Anyway, there goes Ultimate Conductor. Here comes Giant Rex, but Giant Rex can't hit over the Seed. And I kind of like where this is anyway. Like, I'm okay with this. They set anything, we can just, you know... yeah, you know what? That's fine. Seed! We misplayed because we had game. Like, we just needed to normal summon and then use our Chalice on our own monster. But apparently it didn't matter. And where is Misk? Yeah, there's Misk. They just didn't open it. No Overraptor or Fossil Dig either. Yeah, they missed a key 8 cards in deck. This should be a 3 of, even if you're over 40. Like, because as much as it's just Upstart Goblin, it's Rotor. Like, it's better than Upstart. Because it gets you to, like, combo pieces or things that you're missing. 2 Veiler, 1 Ash Blossom. Sure, I mean, you gotta have some hand traps. You know? That was certainly a game. Surely playing an actual game and winning a, you know, real deck. Surely we'll get some decent cards for it, right? That's the obvious trade-off. That's how this whole system works. Now, that is a real Memento card, but unfortunately we don't really have Memento. More Ojamas. Okay, mainly dupes. About the shiny? Not a duplicate. What ranks do we have in the extra? Okay, I think we can technically summon the rank 12 Xyz. However, that play fucking sucks. It is so expensive. Because I believe we have 3, 4, and 5 now. It is really good for Raid Raptors, yeah. It's critical. But, first of all, we don't really have Raid Raptors. Second of all, our best Raid Raptor play is probably some of the big rank 12. Yeah, Green Gadget, I guess, sure. Thunder Dragons, Rock. If this card battled a monster this battle phase, you can normal summon. That's oddly specific. Couple of aces. I guess I could start putting this in my deck, but I don't think we're down that bad. Especially to give our opponent just 2 draws half the time, you know? I think I'm okay missing that. Man, what... That really changed up the deck, like, loads. Has there been anything that we're kind of, like, happy to pull today? But, yes, show you what I mean. 3... Oh, wow, we still can't. We only have the 3. What I was thinking we had was a way to get into this. Because, we have pulled, what's-its-face, this thing. During the main phase or your opponent's battle phase, target 2 or more Raid Raptor Xyz monsters you control and or in your grave. And then, yeah, Xyz summon a Raid Raptor with equal rank, basically, to the combined rank. I, for some reason, thought we had a 5. In fact, don't we? We should have a 5. Wait, no, we do, right? We do have a 5. But the issue here, the reason why this is horrendous, is we can realistically make this. We can make Fiend Eagle, but, like, it's not great. And then that leaves us with, okay, how do we get both Fiend Eagle and Blaze Falcon in the grave? Because we need both of these in the grave, this on the field, and the rank up in hand. And what does that get us? It gets us to Towers, 38, that can attack twice, maybe. 3 times, possibly, but I don't think it's worth it. The Raid Raptor's getting there. As a generic engine, yes, but as an actual deck, I think it's a little bit of a ways. Like, this guy's good as an extender. You're not... No, hold on. How many... I have one... Yeah, I have a Strangle, and I have one of these, which is not bad. And then along with this, that's like... It's good for, like, rank 4 shenanigans. But we don't really have great rank 4 shenanigans either, so it's still mid. Our best rank 4, and not saying that he's a slouch, is Time Thief Redoer. But Time Thief isn't exactly a topping deck. Like, I think Generator outclasses Time Thief hand over fist. And as such, with our rank 9 pool being, I think, marginally better than our rank 4 pool, this is just what we do. Okay, Crackdown and a Banish from the top few. I think that's worth it, right? We can also maybe make them discard a card. No. I was hoping they fired a hand trap just so I could banish one from the top 5 on their turn. Or on my first turn, rather. Crackdown plus Ogre is something. An OTK, no, but something. Smashing Ground. That does get rid of Kashtira Ogre. What's the next card? Timaeus. What level are you? 8. We let them activate the effect, I think. Assuming they're going to activate the effect. Because what we can do is we can crack down steel and make the super heavy synchro. I think that's going to be our play next turn. Nice, that's kind of cool. I think for me... Oh, you're getting a monster from either grave. Are you getting back my ogre? Now, why would you do a thing like that? Okay. I think it'd just take 28 from... Oh, wait. They're going to attack with Ogre first, aren't they? I kind of have to take this because I want to actually steal a monster. So I'm fine with that. What are they going to learn? I'm a Masochist deck. V-Jam. Olinoids. And nothing else in that list mattered. The point is, it's either V-Jam or Olinoids. Magnemite. We get V-Jam. Which is fine. And we now crack down and target this. Synchro for 12. Banish Magician's Rod. It's got to be, actually, no, it's got to be a card on the field. Well, Synchro for 12 and banish the Kashtira Ogre, I guess, unless they set a face down. This is going to be a very interesting game, you can tell. They have no face downs, so we're doming them for 4k. And yeah, we know our next sequence of draws thanks to this. We have this one, Olinoids, not the Magnemite, Boldrake, and Seder. So, cards. Bonk. I know, right? Thrilling gameplay. It is neck and neck. Anyone could have the upper hand right now. Unfortunate thing is, I can't actually get rid of these cards in hand, and that does mean that I can't draw off of this guy if they activate a spell trap. Also, I'm just as likely that the spell trap they activate is fucking Fissure. Sure. Where do you special summon to? The center zone? It's got to be the center zone, right? Are they choosing attack or defense? Droplet. Its attack is halved. Not its defense. And it's only this turn. And I wasn't even drawing off of it anyway. That is one way to tell me that you have nothing in your hand, you know? Mahad. Pass. I mean, like... Well, now what? If it battles a dark, buddy, this is an earth. Its effects were negated. No, it's, you know, I don't know what they want. And it just comes back this turn anyway. Look at that. Good as new. Olinoids. Yeah, which we kind of knew. So there's that. Set Olinoids. Set Mystery face down. We can now draw one card if they activate a spell trap. We're going to put them into rotation of Dark Magician, but that honestly can't be helped. Yeah, they definitely assume droplet halved stats instead of just attack. Anyway, there's Dark Magician, which is fine, because they can't beat over the Olinoids. They can't beat over this. Although, unfortunately for me, they're as likely to draw something as good as Eternal Soul as they are, like, I don't know, MST. Yeah. How are you up here? How many games have you played? What are you even... Yeah, character deck turbo. Oh, it's all one-ofs. There is not a two-of in this list. Well, that's enough to make me, you know, backtrack hastily away from that. We got 2 legacy tickets. I'll leave that for a little bit longer. But you know what we don't leave? Master packs. Because they could contain anything. It could even contain a duplicate of this card that we've already got 5 of. This one. You know, you... Oh, okay, hold on. No, wait a minute. Opponent. Yep. Fantastic cards, you know. Worm. Morphtronic. Cyber Valley. This isn't the worst. Like, there are worse cards than this one. You could just normal summon it, and it's, like, it's a weak Battle Fade. A Battle Fader is infinitely better. But it is a machine. It is, like, a cyber card. Okay, we have a shiny. We have a Hayate. Sonic Warrior DJJ. Sure. Do they have a thing around Book of Moon? If this card was normal or special summoned. Oh, so this is just the... This is just the E-Telly from deck, normal summon. That's kind of neat. I don't think it changes things. That our second? Our third? Oh man, look at this. All these cards we aren't using. All these cards we aren't using. Could you, like, not be right? I know being right is kind of fun, but it's actually miserable when you're on the receiving end, you know? Like, what is it? I could have sworn that, like, my colleague was off for 1 week at work. He is off for a week. He is then off for another week. So that's, like, you know, that's another thing that I've just been so confidently wrong about today. Or just had something kind of, like, shoved in my face. And now you just have to, you know, be in here and all up in chat typing duplicate SR being right. Why? How? 4215. Could be anything. Might be salad, though. I'm not sure if we beat salad. They are definitely playing constructed. Spell Trap and Monster Effect. Once per turn, but we have 2 summons. And that's all we have, just 2 summons. That's a Royal Spinny as well. Fucking jeez. Would be interested to know the odds of you personally not pulling a duplicate super rare. I mean, we can go through and count them, I guess. That's another... Fucking hell. Do I just quit here? They obviously love the deck. Like, you're just a... Yeah, that's a rare, that's glossy. What about you? That's a super rare, and that's glossy. That's a royal... Do we just quit? We don't have anything for this, right? We've got Ogre. What does full power Salamangreat do? What does full power Salad do? Do you know? Like, they can do Promethean Princess stuff. I guess, yeah, that's going to be the play. They're going to do Promethean into the Raging Phoenix, is it? Let me try and relate it. If this card is linked to someone, you can add a Salamangreat if it's destroyed. So yeah, in theory, you're going into Raging Phoenix. There's another Balinx. Is that a second? No, that's the one they shuffled back. So yeah, there's the Promethean, which is also Royal Rare. Fucking Jesus. Chill. Deck does not have to be 100% shiny. Man, look at this graveyard. Look at this graveyard shimmer. There's Raging Phoenix. This is the kind of player that keeps it free to play. 2 of them! 2 of them things! And a Royal Roar. At this point, you gotta wonder why this one isn't. Why is this your... Why is this one only glossy? This card's glossy. Every other thing that's super rare is royal. Look, that's glossy, but that's rare. This is super rare. Why this not so sparkly? Make sparkles. Okay, look, Splash, look, they slacken. That's another super rare that isn't royal rare. Just saying. Decode Talkie. Another royal rare. What the fuck, man? Okay, so Raw plus what? Imperm? We think an Imperm. Condemn Maiden. Is Maiden better? Do we think Maiden's better? Yeah, like, this is kind of crazy. Right, so we can do this. The special summon can't be negated. It just depends on what else is being done. I could make Anima. They kind of have to negate Anima, right? But then I just have to crash. Whereas this could actually get me over a card. I guess it still crashes if they negate. It's the same thing, different ways. They both take my normal summon. That would... Okay, that would have put a Link 1 in the grave, which means that Borreload Savage is actually worth it. What can I do? Oh, right, of course I can. So... Battle Phase... So, I'm going to declare an attack on this one. And we're not going to do that. But we are going to wait until, like, damage step. It is damage step, right? They can negate it. But they're just letting their guy die. Unless there's something I'm missing. Balinx. I am missing something. What do we think? Do we just lose? And they've got another one in the grave, don't they? No, that is the only Balinx. They got a full 6-card hand, 2 set cards, one of which was going to be raw. We're gonna activate this, they're gonna negate. Like, that's just how it goes, right? No, they're not scared of it. Another royal. I mean, do I care? Like, I don't care about most of this, right? It's Flame Buffalo or the Foul, so we'll get rid of Foul because it's a name. I mean, the thing is, they just stop whatever they want, I guess. Like, even if this successfully gets to the generator part of the deck, then it just doesn't matter, because they either stop Locta, Valor, or just like Ha when it's on the field. It doesn't actually matter. I guess we'll do it. They really are just letting it go through. That was in response to summon. There's... Okay, that's imperm. I got it right that one of them was imperm. I've got to admit, I thought that one would have been the raw. Do I just quit here? They got Promethean. Wait, they have Promethean. Why didn't they just Promethean at any point? And yeah, that's just update Jammer into access code Talker. I don't need to be part of update access OTKs again. Have you got your sunglasses ready? Look at the Royals. Just the extra deck. My god, there's 3 cards in the extra deck not Royal. And of those, 2 of those can be Royal Rare. In the main deck, we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And of those, I don't think any of those, none of those are archetypal. Oh wait, no, those are shiny. Those are both royal. Yeah, of those, there are no archetypal cards that need to become royal. That's kind of crazy. Oh wait, no, it's the Salaman Great Circle, right. Insane. Why would you bother? I get shiny things look nice and some people like it, but like, that's an insane amount of money on that deck. Now we're going second. Again, joy of joys. Right, what are we... Oh, well, we're looking at a double cash Terror hand. Which is kind of worthless because there's no spell. Like, Ogre would be better replaced by Birth. Okay, it's not the FTK, I don't think. It's not the FTK, I don't think, but it was an FTK. There's no way that's not an FTK when they just scoop after 1 card. It is the FTK, they just filled out the extra deck. You see, I hate the FTK, I just hate it. We've lost a game to it, we've won a game to it, and they're both non-games. The game we lost, we didn't draw any hand traps that mattered because we drew the wrong Bestial. Or no, we needed to draw both Bestials. And then the game we won, well, that's a point in favour of stall or burn. And then, yeah, the game we won, they just didn't draw it. They just didn't draw the combo. That's a DDD. Support. When normal summoned, add a Dark Pendulum. Once per turn, pay 500. Target face up monster controls, lose 500. Wow. Truly outstanding on a scale 6. That's our second Opal head. Vampire Baby, Tornado Bird, Ignis, Medabat, Serpent Marauder. Of these things, this is by far the best card. Obviously. But then, after that, I think it's the second Fire Opal head because it's a 0 scale Pendulum. Master Packs. 2 whole Master Packs. So many options, so many things. So many shiny duplicates. In fact, after this, we will take a look at our super rare count that we own from the Master Pack. Nari Fire, that's... Ooh, Lost Wind. This is good. Just halve the attack and negate the effects of a special summon monster on the field. Yes, please. That's just an instant include. It's... Is it better than anything we're playing? I don't know. That's not the worst, actually. 2+ fairies, if special summon inflict 200 per link. Or 200 per card. If link summon destroyed, you can special summon a link 2 or lower from extra and then inflict 200. Oh, so that actually floats into the others. And it doesn't necessarily require the others. We can actually make this in Generator, but it requires us using the field spell once, summoning out, what's it? It requires us summoning out Naglfar, unsuccessfully protecting our tokens with it. Flu, and Agent. So, yeah, Lost Wind, hell of a card. Trickstar, not bad, actually. Like, as far as SRs go, that's fine. We've got one more pack, so let's open that. And then let's check our, like, the amount of SRs we own. Just as a, you know, a curiosity thing. That's new. That's actually kind of good. We have just, like, an Ignite deck. Well, deck. We have Ignites. And it just kind of slots in with the fire stuff. I didn't mean to do that. But that's a second Fairy Wind. And that's Psy Reflector. I don't think we have Assault Mode. Like the actual Assault Mode. Cards included this pack. Super Rare. There are 2,196 Super Rares. We can't tell how many we're in from the Master Pack, but if you take a look, we don't own all that many. 2,196. Okay, scrolling from the bottom, how many duplicates do we have? Two Eternal Favourite. 2 Fusion Duplication. We have 2 Spiritual Swords, 3 Super Soldier Shield, 2 Steeds. We have 2 Magic Deflector. Like, look at these. There are cards, like, to the left and right of here that would just be, like, fantastic. Like, look. Oh, we've got, you know, what is it? We've got 2 of Ritual Beast Steeds. We've got 3 of this thing. What about Blazing Mirror Force? Quaking Mirror Force, Storming Mirror Force, any Mirror Force, Dimensional Barrier, Breakthrough Skill, you know? Like, hell, even Rainbow Life would be, like, fine. It's not great, we probably wouldn't, but, like, yeah, like Magic Cylinder, why couldn't we get dupes of that? Skill Drain. Instead, we're getting dupes of, you know, those kind of cards that I've just read out. Cards like... Okay, to be fair, no, this one's fine. Like, that one's okay, we have used it. but like the cards I previously read out, we haven't actually used. We've got 3 of this thing. Face card fusion. 2 tilted try. 2 Toon Bookmark, which granted we would use if we played Toons. 2 Millennium Revelation, which we probably wouldn't even if we played. Heraldry, which requires we play Heraldic Beasts, which are bad in their own right. Let alone in a, masochist setting. What else? There's just so many options. So many things we could have had. 2 Shared Ride, which we did play. So that's fair. But yeah, 2 Cards from the Sky, which we've just never touched, never even looked at. What I'm learning is that it is very low odds to actually pull duplicates. Because, I mean, look at this. Like, you can just scroll to a section of it, and this isn't uncommon, and we're not even halfway up, where you've got a section of 24, and we haven't got a single card on that section. Section of 24, and we've got 2 whole cards. 24, 3 cards, I think the odds are pretty low. Has a habit of keep pulling dupes as well. I think it's just... I don't know. We got 2 of this. I don't know what it is. It feels like you're just so common to... It feels common to do. Which is weird. Because, like, you'd reckon it's going to be more common in people who are just opening, like, bundles of 10. But at the moment, it just doesn't seem like it's, happening. It seems that it's duplicates everywhere. Hurry up. Okay. We'll go first. The last person I saw with a name that was, like, regarding Hurry Up was on Hard Like Joe's Ladder Climb, and they were playing Stun. So, what are the odds that summoning a Cash Terror is just, like, fine? I thought about my actions for 3 seconds. Oh, that's kind of comedy. Just low-key, that's kind of comedy. And yeah, okay. I haven't really been checking, but the one on stream is actually updated with chat, so that's cool. Were they on Stun? Place your bets. They were on Malice? Hurry up, lol. Malice. Bro, you're one to talk. Malice combos for like a good couple minutes. I'm happy you rage quit. Right, okay. 2 packs. Let's open. What could we get from here? Duplicate SR? We've just seen how low the odds are of that actually happening. But still, duplicate... Okay. Quantum Cat is cool. Quantum Cat is genuinely cool. It's a new SR. I'm not going to say it's immediately unplayable, but I'm thinking it's not currently a good card for us. It is a search. And it is a search for, like, an archetypal card, so... Maybe. It's not great, but it is new. Got it half right. And supposedly we're getting another one. They're being so generous. With all these SRs we can definitely use more Glad Beasts. Heavy Poly. Ooh, I don't think we have anything that's like a good target for this, unfortunately. Like, Wait a minute. Would this work in Lunalight? One of our Lunalight fusions requires, Oh wait, no, I think that probably just requires 2, but one of the monsters it requires is a fusion. This needs 3 materials. I have seen it, but only because I thought, like, when this card released, I was like, oh, wait, this is going to be insane. You get a bin monsters from your extra deck. I got that mentality in head and just forgot about, like, the bin in question is banished, which doesn't really trigger anything from the extra deck. If it, like, foolish extra deck cards, this would be insane. But because it banishes, it's just kind of, like, awful. Like, I don't think there's any reason that banishing, like, 3 extra deck cards is a good idea. It's like the target would not need to be fantastic. You just need good targets to banish. This is a good card. It's just a 4. Detach 2 materials from... Oh, a Shark Drake Xyz. Treated as 2 materials for the Xyz summon of water that requires 3. I don't know if we have anything that's relevant for that. And you don't need crystal. Synth amplifier. So we get more Symphonic Warrior support. We need to take a look at the collection a minute. A couple of reasons, but we do need to take a look at the collection a minute. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, we'll just look at it in here. So, I don't think we have anything particularly... Oh, we do! And what do you do? Once per turn, detach to target spell trap, attach it. So... It just requires level 4s. Like, that's not particularly difficult to make. Oh yeah, add the Lost Wind, thank you. Because we didn't do that. Okay, just a minute. Let's actually figure out if there's anything we want to cut for the Lost Wind. It might be Swords of Concealing Light. It's sometimes good go second, but most of the time not really. I think we cut that one. But anyway, yeah, so that one's good. Heavy Poly. Of course, fusion monsters, right? This requires specifically 2. Let's, again, the fusion pool. Right, starting from way down. Five dragons. Wait, we can't use that. No. That's 1 and 1. That's 1 and 1. Oh yeah, right. We were going to check the lunar lights because... No, it requires 2 materials. So that doesn't work, unfortunately. Despia Light and a Dark. We can make Proskenion. Can we make Proskenion? No. No, we can't. Unless we hard draw Ad Libitum. Like, we need to get into Ad Libitum or one of these two. We can bin the Light Dark from the extra deck, but that's, like, the best we can do. What else? UFO Roid, Quintet Magician. Wait. That works, right? Let me just, let me dip out of this one for a second. Do we have anything that we're not really using? Engine small card groups. We'll use it in, we'll just pop it in this one. This might even need to be updated. Well, actually, no. That's... Okay. Is there anything we're really not using? We're not using flips. I'm just going to put this down as ideas. Because the flip deck we never really played, it never really got off the ground. So let's just bin that. Heavy Fusion for reference. and fusion. So, where were we? Quintet Magician. Proskenion, it's not likely. We're probably not summoning it ever, but we list it. 1 Frightfur Fusion, plus 1 plus Fluffle and or Edge Imps. I guess it's a potential? Probably not. That's from main deck. That's 1 and 1. Those are main deck. 2 monsters. That's 3. But one of those is a main deck, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we don't have the extra decks. Okay, that solves that one. Gemini Sapphire, Alistair, Swords, Prank Kids, Insects, Dark Dragons, cards that, you know, just, like, this has its own condition. Gladbeast Vespius, who is a main deck, and we don't have it. Yep. No. 2+ monster you control special summon from the extra deck, so no. I don't think there's going to be much here. Other than stuff we've already done. That was a gift, we can't use it. 3 E-Heroes. The only issue is that, like, this costs life points. So we do have to be mindful. Two or more reptile-type worms, those are all main deck. Rhino plus 2 Aquas, which requires us getting to the Rhino. Machine-type Roids, nope. Cyber Dragon plus 1 plus machines. Ooh. But it has a summoning condition. Right, okay, I'm going to be right back in a second. I do just need to nip to the loo, so... Be right back. Let's put on some musica. And we're back. Alright, let's put this one up. Put the... Where's the group gone? Oh, because I switched tab, probably. One sec, let me just put it to that one again, and then back around with that. No, come on, that didn't do it. One sec, this is going to look a little awkward for a minute with that one. Yep. And switch it. Better. Yeah, better. Okay, right. Back to it. What's up with that? Oh, is it a little low? Yes. No. Why does Mastel feel like it's a bit bigger than it normally is? Don't know. Anyway, what are we looking at? We're looking at the fusions, we're looking at what we can make. So this is also a valid target. The only problem is it doesn't gain attack if we don't use things that have, or if we use things with 0 attack. So you know what? No. Because that's just basically translating life points into attack, which is why Ra is so goddamn bad. Yep, that ain't working. 3 level 10s. Well, we know for a fact we have a level 10 with 0. 3 Burning Abyss with different names. Wait. This is one of them. Like, this is one of the extra deck Burning Abyss cards. 1, 2... Yeah, we'd have to have Cherubini at this rate. Unless we had 2 copies of Dante. Like this Dante. You require 2. That's just 2. You're 3 Blue Eyes, but they don't exist in the extra deck. 2 level 5 or higher. 2 materials, but like 3 components. That's 2 as well. 2 non-effects. Can't summon. Not quite right. 2 metal foes. Ooh, I think we're out of targets. 7 crystal beasts, so yeah, we're not doing that. 2 heroes, 2 melodious, 2 thunders, 1 and 1, 2 ancient gears, mass change, 2 DDDs, an illusion of a fiend, 3 voids, which are all main deck. Yep, we have found our pool of targets. That is all of them. So, to go down the list one by one, I'd start with Despia, because we knew what this was. So, we can use any of these, and then we need to look at Fusion, Link, Xyz, Synchro, Light Darks. That's what we need to look at for this. Although, we're looking at things with lower attack, so Cupid Pitch works. And what else is like low attack but like light or dark? Lingeribo works, I guess. Is there anything else with like 0 on dark? Force Strix actually only has 100. So if you get Priskenian plus Tragedy Engrave, or you just hard draw into one of these and get the heavy poly. Wait, we have Verte. Does this have a cost, or is it all effect? No, this is all effect, of course. You wouldn't be able to banish things for cost. Not from the extra deck, anyway. I wonder if you could use this to banish your whole extra deck. I guess if you had enough life points, or if you had enough monsters with 0 attack. But yeah, okay, so that fulfills Priskenian. So that's neat. 3 E heroes. Right, so bin that. And look up Elemental. I guess Elemental hero. Because otherwise we get Element Sabers. And we want to look at the fusions. No, none of these have a small attack stat. How good is it? It's fine, but it's not great, and it prefers using stuff that's in the graveyard. Like, what, the lowest attack we have is Mud Ball Man, right? No, the lowest attack we have is Mariner, but we only have the one. So the exact scenario to take the smallest amount of burn damage from our own card is... oh. It's Mariner Double Cyclone. Yeah. And that is 38.52 for that fusion. This one is 0-100, and then... yeah, it doesn't cost you for not from the extra deck, so that's just 100. If you've got 100, you can activate Heavy Poly for the Despia. Right. Level 10s, so again, Synchro Fusions, I want exactly level 10s, which one of them is just the Time Lord. The Worm doesn't have an attack stat, so I think that does get around it. And same for UFO Roid Fighter. If we really want, we can just stack up on like multiple copies of Worm Zero, you know, instead of UFO Roid Fighter, but the point still stands that like those work. And I don't think we have anything better. Yeah. So Trilojig is 3 cards, which we've found. What do you have? This is a Frightfur, this is a Fright. Right, so the problem with this is that we need to draw into the Fluffles. So I don't think that's worth it. Okay, and now the big one. Quintet Magician. Spellcasters. Entirely spellcasters. Synchro, Xyz, Link, Fusion. And we're just looking at a whole type instead. What do we have? We have 3 of this. Do you need different names? You need different names. We have 1 of this. That's another one. It's only 500. That's another one. That is still 500. Oh, of course, Anima counts, but Anima's going to leave the extra deck pretty quickly, so you can't count on him. That's 4. You could really just slot it in with, like, a low attack one, but if you can find 0, I think it might just be Arcanite, actually. Like, looking at these, I think it's just the Arcanite. Slacker's got 200. Okay. And wait, did we say one of these had 5? I think we're about as low as we can get, right? Everything else that we've picked has 0. We need different names. Yeah. Verte. Pay 2,000, send a fusion or polymerization, normal or quick play spell from your deck to your grave. Up to... okay, hold on. Up to the number of monsters your opponent controls, so that's not going to fly. Right, okay, which of these immediately become unviable? Exactly Quintet. Unless we're on a real spellcast heavy deck. I think we still, like, leave this up as kind of like a plan. But, like, this shows you that if we're doing heavy fusion, we've got like 3 realistic targets. 1, 2, and 3. And of these, I think just the most realistic one to summon is Trilogic. I think it is just Trilogic. Because that one just requires 3. We can bin all of them from the extra deck. And it needs our opponents to control 3 monsters. So actually, no, in that case it's Proskenion. Proskenion is just like the most easy to summon. Although it doesn't really get into anything. You can target fusion. It's a DD Crow, kind of. If you squint. I got probably a little too excited about Heavy Fusion. Sad times. Doesn't seem it does much. What about the Utopia? Target a rank 9 or lower Utopia, i.e. double. Pretty much double. Yeah. Special summon rank 10 or higher Utopia or Utopic. I mean, I think, yeah, we weren't summoning that one anyway, but it does get us into Dark Infinity. If an Xyz monster is special summoned by the effect of a rank 10 while this card is in your graveyard, you can target one of those, attach this. So yeah, that second effect isn't happening. We also have... Wait, so we have Hyper Rank Up. We have Zexal Construction. A Rank Up Magic Quick Play spell. This is not a Quick Play, you're a normal spell. So we can't get that. And this is all the things related to it. Yeah. So we don't really have a way to get to it. We just kind of have to hard draw it and a way to make a rank 4. Well, it was interesting to delve into the realms of possibilities, but them's options shit. We've just replaced Source of Concealing Light for Lost Wind, which just feels like a good idea. That's our second one, not our third. Okay, noted. Oh yeah, Assault Mode. Oh, hold on. We actually have Activate. Normal special summon to add an Assault Mode activate or a card that mentions it. But we have 3 of this and just the one Psy Reflector. Do we want to play 3 of this? Probably not. Gets into Psychic Blaster, I think. Yeah, we have that. Like, if we're actually using the Assault Mode, we can get into Psychic Blaster. Oh, wait, no, we can't, because we need this to get into Psychic Blaster. This guy's not the right type. Where is he? Yeah, we got a Beast Warrior. Okay, so yeah, nothing else particularly worth changing. Yeah, doing well. Oh, I know what it is. This one's still a little too big. There we go, that's better. Perfect. Now I know why it was like that. We taken first. Yeah, there we go. That just about fits. But yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Doing well. Hope you are too. This is a hand. We even got a Link hand trap for them on their turn. Right. Okay, let's try it. Search for a forbidden quick play spell. Ash Blossom. Which means they've either got Ash Blossoms to spare, or they dumb. So we set one, Set 2, it looks like a failed thing. Stream's going fine. End phase. Yep, they thinking. They probably have more hand traps. Which means they probably can stop the Condemned Witch tagging out for Lopter. Oh. Oh, so it's like that, is it? Well, I know exactly what I need to do. Lopter. We're at a spot of bother. Lopter. Now what? Activate one of these. Target as special summon monster your opponent controls or special runic. They're gonna special a runic. Generate a runic. Okay. Yeah, you could have started with that one from the back. Okay, they're going to discard for cost. Discard the imperm for cost. Oh, you absolute buffoon. Long story short, no thank you. I keep on saying 12. At this point, it's got to have been like, I don't know, 15. About, like, it's got to be around 15 or so other people who have accepted. Like, I appreciate you've been pretty upfront and pretty straightforward with it, but, you know, for the moment, just no thank you. I'm 100% getting Valor. Because they aren't negating Valor, they aren't negating Crackdown. Yeah, there's Valor of their own. Valor. No. I've said, long story short, that, like, you know, 15 other people have tried. And, you know, thanks for being relatively direct, but no. If you then gonna ask again, it's just a harder no. Well, now what? You can make a link monster. They're gonna summon half from the deck. That's the painful thing. Because if they summon half from the deck, that's just, like, absolutely atrocious for me. Right. Draw a card. Oh! That's good. And I could just, like, steal their generators. Mardell. Ooh, okay, but this is during the main phase exclusively. What do we think? I kind of want to just snatch steal it. Like, Lopter's exclusive main phase, so, you know, there's that. Oh, and it goes through. I wonder what the face down is. It looks like the token's activated effect. That's funny. Yeah, there's another Lopter. Okay. Oh no, the face down's going to be a runic card. Okay, so what can I do from here? I contribute their Mardell to give me, like, anything. How did I get you? Okay, I think I've got it. We do this. we tribute off Valor. And they're going to tribute off a thing. Which is a monster effect. I'll have you remember, that is a monster effect. Is it her? Yes. Let's go. We don't even need to get her ourselves here. Especially because we could just hit. Like, we could just beat over it. Now, you've used a monster effect on my turn. I wish to steal. Yep, there you go. Now, what position do you summon in? It doesn't say. Right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I probably should have hit over the heart. Right. Detach. Naggle. Special. Nice. So we get that. And then we get a special. Which gives us another rank 9. Or just Big Beat Stick. Which we're going to use it as Big Beat Stick. And then maybe a rank 9. Send one monster from your extra deck to the grave. Okay, so... yeah, we go battle phase here. Over the half first. The thing is they have Valor on the field, and I kind of just want Valor on the field. So we clear the token for the damage. Oh, I forgot to clear the fucking Hugin. Main 2. Special... what Xyz monster do we want? I think it's just Tiger, because it is a negate. Yeah. And I'm kind of okay with where that is now. End turn. Right, they've got a good advantage because they've actually got the field spell. But I'm not too displeased with where we're at. They got Loctor in hand, plus 1 card, Runic. Oh, jeez. Add Runic card from deck to hand, then banish the top card of your opponent's deck. Right, so we do this now, and if they don't negate it, then what happens is we get her on field, they add a card to hand. Oh, that's so rough. And it's only effect monsters. Oh. Like, okay, they can't activate theirs, but that's much more crippling for me. So that's the field spell, right? And now you're just going to get into the Runic part? Are you even going to Link Summon? Because I was kind of hoping you would Link Summon so I could put Phantasme on the board and restock my hand. Because this Time Lord is just sitting here. I guess that's another point in favour of Trilogy, actually. The Time Lords are all 0, and I can just use those as from hand. Can't banish from grave with Heavy Poly, I don't think, though. Yeah, now what? So you've got Runic Fountain, but you've got Runic Fountain Loctor in hand, and you've got 2 monsters on the field that don't work together. Like, The players they make a link to. Oh, they don't. Okay. The play was that they make a link to. Yeah, they gonna... It's probably Ha. Or Hella. It's Ha or Hella. It's Utgarda. We wait. We wait. Where are my guys? Oh, they're under this, right. And you can't... No, you can target a card in the opponent's grave, which is what's relevant here. So we'll give them back the Mardell. And I just need a guy, right? Yeah, we'll just take Ha. It's not negated, so... Yeah, and they get to target one card on the field and then banish it, but what do you target? I assume they target, yeah. Which then forces the negate. So... we wanted to attach... Valor in this case? No, I think we wanted to attach Naglfar. We target you. We target you. I can get over Valor, but I don't actually want Valor in the grave. I can put Utgarda in the grave, and that's fine. Do I care about 9 Lives Cat? I don't think I care about 9 Lives Cat anymore. So the way we're going to do it is 3k, 2/6, 900. And yeah, that gets to go back to the extra deck. That's A-okay. End turn. Right, if they had a card from deck to hand, I still have just Ha on field. I don't have a spellcaster, but I do just have Ha. I also have a monster negate. So there's that. But it needs to target an effect monster, so they held the Lopter in hand. They can just normal summon Lopter. Field spell, Lopter. There's the Lopter, so field spell and unknown. They can just activate this, so there's no point. Ooh, that's tempting though. I think we have to. I know what it does for them, but I think we have to. Yeah, I'll just, like, negate itself, because it genuinely doesn't matter. They can get into Mardell and get a search. But then the thing is, if they're going to do that, that will trigger Ha. They have to send one guy. Oh, it's not a generator card. Ooh. Fairy. There's Valor. Valor fetch. I guess it's Utgarda, actually. No, it is Mardell. What can I do here? Normal summon Chalice, negate. How many Ha do you think they're on? Like, this is what's really screwing me over with this game at the moment. How many have I gone through? I've gone through one Lopter, I've got one in deck. There's a Hella. Okay. So, what if, hypothetically, I normal summoned and tried to search for a Forbidden Quick Play spell? Let's say, hypothetically, I used my Forbidden Quick Play spell. Right, what can I hit over? This can't. This was summoned this turn. Battle phase. 3k over the 2/4. Yeah, I didn't have anywhere near lethal. And the grind game they have is rather oppressive, but I guess I've got to deal with that. What are you summoning? Dark, Dark, Earth, Earth. Oh, they've got 2 options from my board. Yeah, that makes sense. And there's the EMZ being used. Mud Dragon the Swamp. I don't really care about Mud Dragon. And it takes up the EMZ. They pitched Hela. I think I just want to clear this. It's so difficult to work this game out at the moment. Anything in extra deck that actually gets me out of this. Like, Zeroboro's Banish the Field spell is a really good, thing, but, like, I gotta get to it. Another generator gets me on, a little bit. It gets me on Naglfar. Any one generator gives me Naglfar, which could give me Meriologic Aggregator if I really wanted, but I think we just prefer having a 3100 beat stick. They still haven't pitched the Runic spell. The field spell, that is. So, currently it's pretty easy to see what they're running on. But they're putting everything in attack position. Why? Are you just done with the game? No. You wanted the guy out the EMC. You've finally got a Runic spell. Special summon a Runic from the extra deck. Right. Now it gets painful. What do you do? There's Sleipnir. During... No is no. If you continue, I will ban you. I've said no thrice now. Stop. I don't mind people being upfront with what they want from business or from like me as a streamer. If that's like, hey, I want to commission some art so I can earn some money, like, cool, say that first. Sort of like, hello, how you doing, and just type it all out as the same message. So that was only in 3 messages, so like, that's fine. But for you to like do that, me say no a second time when you do a follow-up, and then have to say no a 3rd time. Just stop it. They have let me keep my tiger, who is just a beat stick granted, but they have let me keep the tiger. Yeah, tribute Lopter. Have you got another Valor? You haven't used Valor. Yeah. Have you got another Valor? It's just an N. How would they not, you know? We're on turn 8. Fucking Christ. Get Mardell out, which gets you access to another 9. Gets you a search. How many cards were in that main deck? That's 41. 41, 44. Are you on like a 49, 50 card main? That's another one, but you can't do that again simply because, I mean, it, like, puts the guy low enough that you can hit over it. I guess that's the goal. Because now he's just not a threat and you dome me next turn. Although that's really funny. Like, cosmically funny. So I think we probably just set. I can give them Crackdown from my field. Like, I genuinely don't need it. They're putting 9 lives back in my grave. We just give them Crackdown. Like, I am a little scared that they just put on oh, I should have changed this to defense. Yeah. End. That's all I wanted to do. The smart move that they have is they tribute off Jormungandr so they can steal again with Levitain, but why would they know it's Vjam, you know? They are really, really into fixing my hand, aren't they? That's my boss stage. And I haven't gone through every generator. That's... okay, that is low-key kind of crazy. Ooh, that's not a move I was expecting. Have Phantasme. This is a real... oh, and the battle phase is skipped. Ooh. Oh, do I do it? No, they've got like they've got too many cards in hand. I should have done it last turn. Ugh. Well, let's see. It is now just this, right? We just activate our own one. And it's not face up on the field just yet, so it doesn't trigger. Which is boring, but adequate. It's like, it's how you should play. What do we have in the extra deck again? We have, like, the Wind Pegasus. And we have Aggregator. So we have a set card. We could tribute some of the Fenrir. But I don't think that's relevant. I think... what do I think? They're gaining 1,000. Do I think this game is even worth staying in? It's been so long, we might as well, right? It's fight to the death. They banished my Valor? Or have they stolen it as material? I think it's under the Jormungandr. Yeah, you're gonna draw something. I mean, you know. What are you again? When your opponent activates card effect, targets a runic or a set, you can banish this, negate the activation if you do destroy. Harpy's Feather Duster. Well, you know what better time? Okay, that goes through. So, send Aggregator. Get rid of that one. And then Aggregator effect Engrave to... do we just negate the Serpent? I don't know. I kind of want to negate the field spell instead. Oh, does it target? It does target. I was supposed to target Jormungandr. Oh. They didn't want to negate that. That's neat. Sure, go for it. Again, we'll just put a Time Lord. They're gonna put me to draw through my deck faster than they get through theirs, aren't they? They have 20 cards. They can kind of loop things with the Runic Fountain. I need to find an out for the Runic Fountain. Oh. This targets, right? Yeah, it does target. Can I target for an attack? I can go in and attack it. I will still just attach a Time Lord. What are you not getting? I guess I can attach... Yeah. We'll just attach a Time Lord. 19 cards, 25 cards. I'm not going to make them deck out, but this is getting to a long fucking game. They're just getting the biggest of snakes. Target a spell trap your opponent controls, destroy it. Well. Use it, lose it. Oh, wait, hold on. Are they going to chain it right now? Yes! Outplayed. You cannot destroy a card that is not on the field, therefore you cannot banish cards from the top of my deck. And granted, I would rather Lost Wind was in the graveyard, but, like, you know, who cares? I would rather play the game of you're not going to banish cards from the top of my deck, idiot. 17, 24. No milling me today. Target special summon once your opponent controls, destroy it. Yeah, okay. Alright. There's the boss fight. Or there's the... yeah, the boss fight. I still haven't got to my other boss stage, though. But the thing is, they're still just like... Well... Oh, is the draw optional? No, the draw is mandatory. They are decking out. Slowly. What do you mean you're gonna destroy the one card on my fucking field? This... what? You're gonna destroy a face down. Okay. If they banish Cast Your Birth, I'm going to be a little peeved. Just a little bit. Okay, it's not Cast Your Birth. Oh, they put it into... oh, yeah, it's permanently negated. Absolute stellar play of the Lost Wind there. Now, Fenrir is a must negate. So do I lead Ogre? No, we always lead Fenrir. You gotta lead Fenrir. Target an effect monster, negate its effects, then banish the top 3. I don't need its effects necessarily. Those are a little unfortunate. I like that tuner very much. But if I have to clear your one monster, I'll clear your one monster. Special summon a Runic. Are you killing the Runic instead of the generator? Is that how this is going down? No, they're trying to dig for the battle protection. Or the special summon pop. I really hate that that's kind of, like, how that goes. Like, why are you just able to do this? I hate fucking Runic. Main 2. Special summon a different bungo. Are these not once per turn? No, you just haven't activated that this turn. Yeah, now we're critically low on the deck count. Do we do an Olinoids? We didn't do an Olinoids. Is Olinoids banished? Olinoids is not banished. Set 1. Do we have a Link Engrave? We don't have a Link Engrave, do we? Damn. We needed to put a Link monster in the grave. Any of them. Anima would have been the easiest, and we haven't. The thing is, there was never a good moment to do it. For fuck's sake! I choose violence. What are you at? You're at 1. Good. Okay, who cares? I got rid of your fucking field spell. No! Let's cast your above. Come on. This is pain. You have 1 copy of the field spell, it's banished. You've got 14 cards in deck, I've got 8 cards in deck, I've got a Cosmic, I've got Orochi. The sad thing is, Orochi can fucking wall. I probably should have just MS'd it, like, I should have just hit this immediately. The move is to hit whatever they set. End phase. We just hit the face down. I don't think there's anything I can fucking do. You know what? It's a normal summon. Lopter. Oh, it's so fucking tempting. It's such a bad move. You know, sometimes you just gotta risk it. Bongo. If this ended up being the play that loses us the duel, worth it. It connects. Holy shit, that's huge. If they special summon from the extra deck, we get Lost Wind back, and that's actually something. We get to draw 3 cards. I don't want to draw 3 cards, but we could draw 3 cards. We can summon a Paleo back. We have things! Also, if they just don't have anything, we can run over this. Like, it's just straight game. Yeah, if it was to destroy a special summon monster, you'd just fire it. You would just go. No, it's negates effects, and then banish the top 3. Alright, there goes Olinoids. No, Olinoids is one of the last 2 in deck. Okay, its effects are negated. You know what I can still do? I can still do this. No. How was it fucking called by? After all this fucking time. I've got 2 cards left in deck. This is in the EMZ. Blocking the EMZ. I leave it. I thought there was something that actually grabbed it back from banishment. Maybe I'm just wrong. Oh, come on, I just need you to fade one fucking draw step. One thing that does not negate its attack affects or, like, destroy it. This is so fucking close. Now, I know previously someone said they were... Oh, I think, yeah, you'd said that you were on the edge of your seat, Mad Gaming Addict. Well, I am on the edge of mine. If this attack goes through... Wait, no, this attack goes through. We win. That's the end of the game. Yes! Let's fucking go. Oh. Completely deserved. We played that fantastically. We beat Generator Runic. Hard effort, accurate plays, skill, not luck. You know what's the funny thing? If they were playing more pure Generator, I would have lost. Like, the hand traps are painful here, and, like, all the disruption is really good. Like, I can hard lose to the Runic engine, granted. But, like, pure Generator is surprisingly resilient. And I think for that reason, you deserve to lose. That was an amazing game. I know these are all saved as, like, you know, part of the VOD or anything. But that tickles me. That hits that sweet spot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hating my opponent for the half the plays and then loving them for the few things that they mess up, you know. That is the game. Oh, and that's gonna have to be the last duel. That duel took forever. We get an ultra rare for it. And we get a fucking Shining Dragon. Sure, man. Dream Mirror. Like, this is a new card, at least, you know. The rest of these are all dupes. That guy's new. Generic level 8. Dark. We can make it under the Mirage Dragon. And it foolishes an insect or plant on synchro. Which is not the best thing, but it's neat. It is part of, like, the plant piles and such, you know. I just don't know what we do with it. Okay, last pack of the night. What can we get? What more can we want? More field spells? No, I don't know. We could want a lot of things, but Crystal Rose probably isn't one of them. It helps with both Gem Knight and Melodious. Okay. Armored Jutsu. Primate Scream. A normal monster or a level 5 or higher primate, except a token. It just needs to be a normal monster. That is a hell of a counter trap. Like, seriously. Okay, and we got another Neospatian, and we got an Enlightenment Paladin. By far the best of the pulls that we've just had. Without a question, because this is kind of just immediately usable. But, yeah. I can't say I care that, like, you know, those last pulls were mediocre. That game was hype. Although I really should care that those pulls were mediocre, because that's why we're dueling Platinum. We're trying to get packs, we're trying to, you know, improve the card pool. Because as it is, this deck has just proven that it can tangle with the best of them when it gets the right hands. And when it does the right plays, because I pilot it well. but, like, it just needs to be better. Like, I do not want to throw shade onto VJam. VJam has gotten us out of so many scrapes. However, we are main decking 3 Marshmallow and an E-Telly for them. That is not good deck building. Unless you're playing Cubics, I guess, but, you know. And, like, the Time Lords, they're, like, decent. But they're still not what you'd play in a regular deck. Like, you can say that kind of this one through to this one is, like, regular cards in a regular card pool. And I will argue that for, like, all of them. 100% of those. When it comes to the Spell Trap lineup, you can argue that this card through to probably Lost Wind is regular. And then again, Boss Fight through Crackdown. But, like, at the same time, we can't just cut, like, Metaverse, Cubic Ascension, these cards, and the Time Lords. For one reason, that puts our deck under the card limit. And for another reason, it's just, like, those are all actually relevant and impactful. Because these are level 1s for Anima. They're, you know, can't be destroyed by battle, which stalls us. They negate effects if your opponent's stupid enough to attack into them. You can E-Telly them out the deck if your life points are low enough, which gives you 3 of the materials to make Topologic Zeroboros, who is an end boss monster. All you need then is a normal summon, or a normal summon and a special summon, and you either have just your boss monster, or a way to clear the board. You can't just cut Metaverse, because we need ever more ways to the field spell, which we only have 4 of total. You can't just cut this because, yeah, it's part of the E-Telly thing. You can't just cut the Time Lords, because you sometimes just, well, you can probably just cut the Time Lords. But they're kind of like mass removal, right? Yeah. This Time Lord would, like, okay, you can't really do things anecdotally. But at the same time, this was the one that clutched the win against the branded deck. If we didn't have this, we didn't have game. Like, if we gave them this one instead, they probably just continued with the combo. This one doesn't do it by itself because it just shuffles the one card and inflicts 500. So, like, I'm pretty steadfast on, like, most of the card choices. It's just the odd 1 or 2. We have, like, no Dream Mirror stuff, and even if we did, that's, like, just unplayably bad. We need 2 super rares for the field. We only have 1 of the fusions, and there's a lot of main deck. So that's 6. We got 6 of this fucking card. Hold on. We've got 7 of a normal monster. The fact that we have more than a row of cards at 6, and we have almost a page of cards at 5. Oh, no, that's worse. We can dismantle the Harpy Ladies. Those are from the Master fucking Pack. These 2 are from the Master Pack. Ah. Oh, no. Right, okay, let's put it back down to obtained order, because that's what we normally search by. Right, I guess the last thing to do, like, this hasn't gone forward, like, yeah, we've got the 1 win, okay. So the last thing to do is to update for stream 100. Which, okay, so we're at 1524 for duels played. And for duels won, we're at 559. We had a decent win rate there. It was like 2/3 win rate, right? Yeah, we went up by 12 duels and we won 8 of them. Big session 100 next time. Big session 100. Oh yeah, that's capturing the Twitch chat. Right. So. Oh, after that fucking mammoth duel in terms of the time it took. I'm going to check how long it took on stream after. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all very much for being here in the stream. My name is Cat Monarch, and I look forward very much to catching you guys on Thursday for Session 100, which is also just before our 1 year anniversary. Effectively, Session 101 is 1 year after 1 year of playing this challenge, which feels very nice. I know the 100 doesn't really tie in with like the number of days in a year or anything, but I think it's real cool that we can have, you know, 100 sessions behind us and a year at the same time. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I need to power down. I need to download this, save it, get some sleep, things. Goodbye everyone for now. Look forward to catching you on Thursday. Hope you all have a good time, and until next time, goodbye.